Minister, thanks for coming. We do also recognize and want to acknowledge in attendance the presence of. We have also in attendance here with us the Honorable Deputy Minister for Youth and Sport, the Honorable Andy Pwani. Honorable Pwani, thanks for coming. We are again gracious to have in our presence here the President of the Liberia Bank for Development and Investment, Mr. Christine Allison. Mr. Allison, thanks for coming. We have also in attendance here with us this morning, Madam Caroline Boa, Executive Director, National Investment Commission. Madam Director, thanks for coming. We are again also grateful to have in attendance with us this morning Bill Clinton, the Honorable Bill Clinton's being Kamaru, Deputy Director General for the National Bureau of Concession. Honorable Bien Kamaru, thanks for coming. We will acknowledge the presence of other dignitaries here as we notice their presence. Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasing duty to invite to this podium for the official launch of the NASSCORP Act, the Director General of the National Social Security and Welfare Corporation, Mr. Iwe Baba.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the interactive forum for the launch of the NASSCORP Act. It is with great pride and deep sense of responsibility that I stand before you today to officially launch the NASSCORP Act mobile application, a landmark step in our journey to modernize, digitize, and bring Social Security closer to every worker and employer in Liberia. For 51 years, NASSCORP has been the custodian of the social protection mandate of the Republic of Liberia. Our duty is clear: to collect contributions, manage benefits, and ensure that when injury, retirement, or misfortune occurs, our members are not left behind. For decades, we have delivered on that mandate through physical offices, paper forms, and sometimes long queues. But the world is changing, and Liberia is changing as well. Our workforce is younger, more mobile, and more digital. Employers are looking for faster compliance. Our members are asking for convenience, transparency, real-time access to the records. The question before us was therefore simple: how do we serve a 21st century population with 21st century ideas? Today, NASSCORP fulfills a promise we made to every worker in Liberia to make Social Security simpler, faster, and closer to you. The My NASSCORP app is not just a software. It is a new service delivery model. It is our commitment to put NASSCOP in the pockets of every contributor, employer, and pensioner across the 15 counties of Liberia. What does the app do, or what will the app do? First, for our members, you can now check your contributions, the history of it in real time, verify your employer's remittances, download your statements, and track the status of your benefits claims without traveling to Monrovia or to any of our regional offices across the country. Second, for our employers, the app simplifies compliance. You can review your employees' listing, review and monitor contributions payments that you have made to NASSCORP, access frequently asked questions, and support resources. This reduces administrative burden and helps to grow coverage. Ladies and gentlemen, this launch is a result of reform. With the support of the board of directors, we have invested in systems, people, and partnerships to make NASSCOP more accountable, efficient, and member-focused and friendly. We recognize that technology alone is not enough. Digital literacy, data protection, and reliable network matters. This is why we have launched this paired with a planned nationwide sensitization campaign. We will use both the print and electronic media and all possible social media platforms. Our staff will be in the field. Our call centers will be expanded. Our data systems have been put through a rigorous compliance and meets international standard of privacy and security. To our employers, I urge you to download the app today and bring all your employees into the formal system. Compliance is not a burden. It is an investment in your workforce. To our members, your contributions are your security. The app gives you the power to verify, track, and hold us accountable for it. To the NASSCORP team, this is your work. You re-engineered processes, tested rigorously, and refused to settle for business as usual. I'm proud of you. To our NASSCOP IT team. This entire app and NASSCOP, this entire app was done in-house by our NASSCOP IT team, headed by Moses Washington. This launch is not the end. It's the beginning. We will learn, we will listen, and improve based on your experiences with the app. In conclusion, the launch of the NASSCOP app marks the beginning of a new era, an era where Social Security is accessible, transparent, and dignified. Our goal is simple. No Liberian worker should be invisible to the system that is meant to protect them. I now have the honor to formally declare myself my NASSCOP app officially launched. May it serve our people well. Thank you and God bless. Please see what it does. This is what it would look like. how it's all done, we will have the team to educate everybody on step by step and have it all set up as we all sit here. We have a message from the Minister of State, which will be delivered by the Deputy Minister. Mr. Jones, please.
Good morning. It's good to be here, and I want to thank the leadership and management team for this great job. But before I proceed, let me recognize the Minister of Information, the Honorable Jeremy Matthew Pia, the Chairman and members of the Board of Directors, the Director General of the management team, officials of government here present, stakeholders, and government institutions for both the private sector and government, the media, fellow Liberians. This morning, I'd like to firstly stand and say thank you for this great job. On behalf of the Minister of State and Presidential Affairs and the Chief of Staff to the President, who is also the acting chair of the cabinet in the absence of the President, I bring you greetings and say to you that the Ministry of State stands with the NASSCORP family. We stand with the NASSCORP family for several reasons. As a government, we see digital transformation as a step closer to removing a lot of the impediments we face as a country in our service delivery chapter. Today, the app that is being launched in this quarter is not necessarily a platform that will create. It's not something that's just going to be developed to sit on the shelf. There are a few benefits that the DG outlined, but I want to talk about a few of them that we believe at the Ministry of State, and that's why we are here to endorse this process. One of the major things that this app going to do for all of us, including myself, I was speaking to the DG a few moments ago that I needed to access my statement. This process has brought that process very close to me. But it's going to draw the services that we as a government provide through the Social Security very close to all of us in this room and every other person that cross the 15 counties of this country and our private sector institutions. It's also going to improve service delivery because one of the major challenges that we have as a government, not just this government, but all government, has been to deliver service to its people. And if we are developing software and applications that draw those services closer to the people that elected us, that brought us to this power, it means we are reducing processing time, we are making sure a lot of different impediments, we are bringing full transparency, accountability, and we're ensuring that we are accountable to our people. There have been several conversations around Social Security. When I work at the civil service, we have to wait for weeks upon weeks to access our statements, to have access to information, especially when you have to retire individuals from the system. This process has now erased all of those waiting time. It has brought it closer to you, that you can sit in the comfort of your room, in the comfort of your home, or anywhere around Liberia, anywhere around the world, to access reliable information that you can have ready to receive. It also helps to give a real good time between the employee and the employer. On a monthly basis, you can access your payment that you made to the institution. You can access the institution's own payment they made on your behalf. Joint process. The reducing of these processing time is not only tied to what the government wants, it's tied to your day-to-day life. There are many of us who travel distance to come to Monrovia or to other regional offices just to have your statements, just to get your benefits. What this app is doing today is moving all of those trouble, your transportation, your different issues that you have to go through and to make sure that you achieve it. So, Mr. Director General and the management team, the Minister of State have asked me to convey this message to you that he's very pleased with the work that we do here, and he wants to thank you and the management team and the board, that he wants to continue to work with you, that we can enhance and develop more of these customer-oriented processes that will reduce the real-time processing time and will bring services closer to our people. So I want to thank you. I wouldn't be here long. I have to go to Buchanan because we're having a July 26th, so I have to tell the DG that I will have to run out right after the statement because I have to go there and get some other things ready. But we want to thank you, all of you, to the stakeholders, to the government institutions, and we ask everyone, this is not going to be a NASSCOP project, it's a government of Nigeria project. We're asking all institutions, both in the private and public sector, to join NASSCOP, make this app a more reality, because if we don't use it, we will not be able to get the benefit that we put in, the work that we put into it. But when we use it, it reduces that time and it gives a real opportunity for us to interact seamlessly and removing the human error. So on behalf of the minister, I want to thank you and congratulate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for that remark. More acknowledgement of dignitaries attending this lunch. We are also honored to have in attendance here with us the president of the United Methodist University, Madam Madina Wise. Thank you for coming. Also in attendance here this morning is the Director General of the National Registry Authority, our own Miss Patience Randall. Thanks for coming, Miss Randall.
Thank you.
A quick public service announcement. With the operator of a car bearing license plate 572, please go and remove his or her car. You are blocking the driveway. I read the number again. The license number is 572. You are blocking the driveway. Please go and remove your vehicle. So I will need a lot more detail about the vehicle. So whoever pass this information, please give me the information. I'm pretty sure most of us don't remember our license number. So please give me a lot more detail about the vehicle. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, now that the Director General has officially launched the NASSCOP app, you will now have an opportunity and privilege to get to see and know a step-by-step demonstration of how the app works. I'm pleased, therefore, to invite to this podium Mr. Moses Katam, Head, IT Department, NASSCOP.
Good morning to everyone. Good morning to everyone.
Yeah. I would firstly like to extend my greatest thanks and appreciation to the staff and management of NASSCOP, headed by Mr. Dewey Pambanus, Director General, and to our honorable board directors, distinguished guests, and all of those who came to grant this great occasion. It is my biggest thanks also to my IT team, who has many sleepless nights to make this work happen. Okay, thank you to you. My respect also goes to Mr. Leonardo Maxwell, who those were open to us for support at any time of the day and night. He's here with us from Sweden to this great occasion. Mr. Maxwell, can you please say if you are here? Okay, I don't think so. Okay, so Mr. Masco was always there whenever we have issues, we'll call him coordinating the projects and so, and he was a great help to us in implementing this project. And to my management team, after brainstorming with many brilliant ideas and suggestions, and sometimes we had our little fuss. But all I can say now is we did it. Thank you. And with all being said, we would like you to sit back, relax, as we bring NASSCORP to your offices and in the palm of your hands. Thank you. So, I would first like to start with the presentation of our end portal, which is NASSCORP portal application. So, like the Director General said, this portal is basically for employers. Employers can now access their employees' information, their payment histories, the statement of account of their related employees in real time. And that is a great thing, because most times in our setting and based on our own experiences at the office, is that most times we do employee listing, we send it to the internet, sometimes, oh, we don't have this person is no longer in our employer, then we have new employees and now they're not on this list. So this system, this portal now will allow you to see all of your employees in real time and all of your contributions and payments to NASSCORP. One great aspect of this portal is that most times we have had the issue where employers send expediters to make payments on behalf of the institution. And then they go to the World Trade Center, fake some fake receipt, and then come and bring it. And the employer accepts it. Like, oh yeah, I have paid my contribution. But it's a whole different story when you come to NASSCORP to find out. So this portal now will allow you to see all of your payments that you've been making to NASSCORP in real time. So when you have your payment receipt given to you, you can go straight on the portal, on the system, and just verify, oh yes, you paid this amount today for this period on behalf of your employees right away. So that's a great thing. I should hear a little bit of applause for the employees here. Yes, so with this portal, first we have to profile you, because the demonstration will be done later, but we first have to profile you. What is profiling of your institution? We gave you a package. It is in front of each and every one of the employers here. You will have to fill up that form and submit it to us. After we profile you, you will receive an email given to you, sent to you based on the email you provided us. That will be a link to the app. So you will follow the link, and now you will be able to change your password, reset your password, and log onto the system as an employer with all of your related employee data in real time. So that is just so good, and that is just so simple. It's so straightforward, and it's something that you will appreciate as employers. Thank you very much. With that being said, this is the main event that we all been waiting for and wanting to see, which is my NASSCORP app. We all been waiting to see this thing for the NASSCORP And my NASSCOP app is basically bringing social security to you right in the palm of your hands. You will have your social security with you. You will have the power to see what you have or what you have with NASSCOP, your benefit if you were to retire now. You will be able to see the list of all of the contributions that you have made, and if you have issues, you will now address it. And you will now wait for retirement before you can start running after all of the headaches and so. That alone delayed benefit payments. So now you will have all that you want right in front of you as an employee. I myself, I'm very happy that I'm an employee also. But I'm very, very happy that I can have the faith, my faith right in front of me that I can relate to at any time, any day, and that I can reach to NASSCOP, reach up to NASSCOP, and then that I can reach out to NASSCOP and whatsoever information that I need to acquire. So now, the NASSCOP app is simple. We have the NASSCOP app on all of the platforms. On all of the platforms, the mobile platforms, meaning we have it on Play Store for those who are using Android phones. And we also have it in the App Store for those who are using iPhones. So we will not say we're leaving the iPhone people behind and then the Android people is on, or we're leaving the Android people in front and then the iPhone people will not get it and they will get updated later. All of those platforms are available to you.
Let's get on it.
Now, what are the features of my NASSCOP app? So you will basically be able to see your current employer, you will see your past employers if you have made contribution on behalf, if they have made contribution on behalf of you using the same social security number. And also you will view your past contributions made and the last contributions that were ever made for your employer, you will be seeing in real time. And in that case, you can engage your employer at any time that, yes, I made this contribution this month, you cost for me, and now I'm not seeing it on the app. You can engage them based on that. Also, the big one is estimated benefit. So, our estimated benefit portion, which is the future of estimated benefit model, it states if you were to retire now, as it is now, you enter, you go on the app, and then you view the app. If you are to retire now, this is what you will get monthly if you are retired and if you have met the requisite contribution for retirement, or if not, if you will be getting rent, that will be something that you will see in real time. How much you will make if you were to retire today. So that's a big thing. You can get an employer for that. Okay, so the process here is just simple. All you have to do is scan the QR that you will see on all of the booklets we gave you. You will see a QR, the code there. All you have.
Can we get them to do it now so it's interactive? Everybody, let's do that now. You have your. You just did it. Yes, you just did it. So let's go along with them. So let everybody do it now.
Okay, so as it is, you can just please take up your you can just please take up your booklets and scan it, scan the QR code on it. So there's a code there. This one. So you can just scan the QR code, or else you can easily go to my NASSCOP in the Play Store or on the App Store. It's just that simple.
If you need assistance, please put up a hand and we'll have somebody come and assist you, please. So if you need any assistance, just put up your hand and we will have one of our staff come to help you out.
So you will see all of our IT team will see them around with the white T-shirt. So you can ask them any question concerning this app. So please make use of that. If you have issues, just raise your hand small.
Okay, everybody, are you all getting on now? Yeah. Everybody's getting on? Yeah. If anybody needs help, please raise your hand. We'll send someone to help you.
So please just raise your hand.
Somebody got problem. Somebody back here. Where are the people? 1 second, somebody's coming. Oh, walking slow. The gentleman with the green shirt.
So directly go on the App Store, go and download it, you can download it. The internet.
If you need internet connectivity, we do have a free Wi-Fi here to assist you.
Anybody need help? Anybody else need help?
If you are not connected on either the source, we do have a free Wi-Fi to help you.
Anybody else need help?
We do have a free Wi-Fi here. And the name of the Wi-Fi is Starlink. That is free. You can get connected. Wi-Fi here, you may get connected, or you can get connected. And the name of the Wi-Fi is Starlink. So if you have a problem with connection, just go to our Wi-Fi. Thank
Let's restart it. Just restart it. Get it quick. Just. Yeah, you can do that. Where's your brochure? You can easily scan it barcode and immediately download it. I'm going to put the brochure. Where's the camera?
Is everyone on, please? Hello. For those who are facing a little difficulty also, there are issues that will be because some people don't have any one contributions in the system, and that is something that you have to reach. And also, there are people in the system that don't have contact or recent and active contact, so you will not be able to have the OTP sent to you. So that one is something I'm going around also taking those information for you and resolve it. But I guess most of the people already know. Check out the presentation. Check that. Okay, so let's continue the presentation, please. Continue. So, please. Yes. So, for those who are still finding it difficult, you can just follow, and maybe you will. That will be able to assist you. Okay, so you can create an account for first-time users. So now some people will be the first time to interact with the app. So you now can create the account for first-time user. And also you can open the app to sign up. So for those who are just using the app, just click sign up, and then you can follow the flow. So it's just so simple. So all you have to do now is when you start sign up, you just go to the flow and just enter your non-digit social security number. And then when you enter a non-digit social security number, you click continue. So when you continue, the next step will be for you to verify your identity. So your identity will be the text that will send you to know that, to verify whether this social security number is for you, it's truly for you. So this number you gave us, your contact details you gave us, we will make it available for you to choose. And then if you choose that contact, if it is email or text phone number, you will receive an OTP for phone and email for.
Hello? We have a lot of discussions. We have a lot of discussions from the back. So we will give you 5 minutes to go through the exercise in the back, and then we continue so we have everybody know the process. Because there's lots of noise in the back. So we'll take a 5 minutes break. Let it go through the process of doing whatever they do with the records, and then we can continue. So that everybody follows. Thank you.
The only way you go by this one would be for your say where you won't be your school session or everybody having a travel meeting, nobody will travel. Then I won't be profiling. I told you to go busy. So we will see any travel now recorded. And all for your own all of you.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? Can we have one meeting, please? Are we having problems here? Are we having problems here? Can we have one meeting, please?
Hello, people. Can we now go through the explanation and something we will always have questions. There's a whole period of question and answer. So let's go on with the demonstration, please. Okay? NASSCOP staff, please come up here. Please come up. We need to continue right now. And during the period of question and answers, we'll answer all your questions. Thank you. Thank you.
So, at this point, you will need to verify your identity, which is, we need to know if you are the person that is bearing that social security number. You will receive an OTP if you indicate that social security number, and that OTP will go to your contact. So you can use that one-time password to be able to enroll on the app. So all you have to do is just to check your SMS if you use your phone number, or your email if you use your email for the verification code. So after you have entered the verification code, all you have to do is just click verify. Okay. So once you click verify, you will be taken to a next page like this, and on that page, all you have to do is to enter your new password that you want.
Slowly.
Once you reach the next page, all you have to do is just to enter your new password. So you can enter a new password. It should be a little bit strong, as you can say, one special character, one number, one capital letter. So, and it should reach 8 digits or more. So once you enter your new password, you have to confirm that password and click finish to complete the setup process. So after you have finished, all you have to do, open the NASSCOP app, tap sign in, and enter your social security number and the password you just created. So once you enter your password that you created and tap sign in, you will now have access to the NASSCOP app. Check. You have access to now the NASSCOP app. That is, you will be ready. You can now view your contribution history, your personal profile information, the estimated benefits, your statement of account, and other payments records. You can see notification and updates. You can have inquiries, and you can have benefits, and also frequently asked questions. So at that point, you can just navigate the entire app and just go through it. We all here, I think we've been using social media and other apps. You can just find a way around it. Just navigate it and see what you can add. So the app is so simple, and we try as much as possible to make this app very clean, very simple, and easy to use. And we are also open for your suggestions to improve on this app. And also, we are also willing to help you in any process issues that you have with your contribution in terms of the ones that you are seeing on the app. You can reach our office at any time or call the helpline, and you can get that information you need. So it's my great pleasure to say welcome to the NASSCOP app. And if you are having issues, you can just raise your hands, and then any NASSCOP IT staff will reach you to assist you. So I think there's be a break, and after the break, we are open to questions and answers. Thank you.
My young child.
Okay, all IT staff, please, you can settle. Now, we are pleased to answer any questions and any concern that you have. It's time for questions and answer, please. It's your job. 1 minute, please. Just 1 minute, let's settle. Let's just settle, please. 1 minute.
Please get in the mic.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Sir, can you please stand, please, for the seatbelt?
So we can all share from the experience, please.
Well, thank you so much. I am NASSCORP municipal clerk from the National Lottery Authority. I want to thank you for this platform. I think this is a new beginning of digital governance. And I hope that our central government will take this to centralize it for the sake of sustainability, so that different regime will not come, or different management will not come to do away with this brilliant idea. Because these are some of the reasons why some of these good projects, when they are put together, when new administration comes or new management, at the end of the day, they go away. So I want to ask a question.
You had a question?
Yeah, so my question is, I was working with institution A. Then over the time, I don't know that they were rebating my benefits at the NASSCORP. At NASSCORP, you listening? Okay, so now that today I just entered.
Hello, please.
I'm sorry, please just a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please listen to the group? We're doing questions and answers. NASSCORP staff, please come up. Excuse me, please come. Aaron, come up. We'll have that period later. We're having questions and answers now. Please, let's be respectful of each other. Let the gentleman give his question. We will all learn from it. Thank you.
So thank you. As I was saying, I was working with institution A. And over the time, I never knew that they were rebating my benefit at the NASSCORP. So I just put in my information, and I got to know that because you can see all of the years that they sent in your benefit. And some years you can see, inconsistency. Some years you will see, like, for example, 9,000. So how do I now go back? Because it is difficult now to go back to that institution. How do I have access to all of those benefits that will now be remitted to NASSCORP? That question number one.
Let me answer that. So what this app is going to do is to give you that information now so that you know it before it becomes time to retire, and then it becomes to you that your corporation did not submit this money. So now it is incumbent. Let me start here. The whole NASSCORP Social Security system is a tripartite arrangement. The employee, which would be you, has a responsibility. The employer has a responsibility, and NASSCORP has a responsibility. It's incumbent on you, now that you have the information, to make sure if they have taken your money, you have to verify it. They may have done it, maybe they have not given us the payroll. All that you will see there is information that your employers have given to us. It doesn't mean totally that they did not remit it. It just probably, it could mean they did not give us that information. So perhaps you have to find them and get that information from the missing years and give it to us, and then we will do it. Or sometimes they just didn't remit. So now it's your responsibility, now that you know.
So I would like to recommend to the inventor, because I am living Maryland County as HR director. And then I, have my employees with a lot of forms. Usually we fill in our employee forms. We have to get a card to take it to the NASSCORP office. So I would like for you to place in your portal that we will have access to be able to, that form will just appear. We fill in all of the necessary, information about our employee, and then we just send it. It's already there. Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions, please? Please, this is the time to ask questions. There's a gentleman over there. Oh, we already have one person here.
So my name is Mahadi Sharif. Actually, concerned with the payment aspect. For example, if you have the company profile in the system, and then now maybe at the end of the month you want to make payment for your staff, it is possible that we can inject that into the portal so that we can be able to make online payment.
Yeah.
Okay, for now, we are keeping this directly on the app.
Yeah, but
No. The answer is no. For now, we will not make payments to professional through any bank in Liberia. Any bank, every outlet, every bank in Liberia. So any possible bank of your choice, you will make payments to the NASSCORP account.
Okay, I'm Elaine Reese from Black Liberia NGO. I'd like to ask concerning the contributions in the app. I don't know if I'm the only one experiencing this, but I can't see mine. So, are you guys working on that?
You can't see yours?
Yeah, for contributions. It's just loading and saying an error.
Okay.
You might want to look at that.
No, we might not want to look at that. But if it's not there, it's probably that we don't have that information. That's what it is.
So, my name is Adolphus here, and I just want to say this because I don't know if the team has officially certified this work, because we know we are in a technological age. Anything we do, it takes time to get automated to the full capacity. What you have demonstrated here shows a clear picture of we employees to get clear access on what we have been contributing. Now, whether NASSCORP itself has automated all those records that they have had. Because from the demonstration here, I can tell you for free that there will be a lot of litigation between employers and employees. I can tell you for free. So I would want to suggest, because the way I'm sitting, I just try to check. I can't even log into the portal now. I'm not logging in. So I would want to suggest that there be a time frame that NASSCORP will take our own time to full capacity. Because if I take a record now, and went back to my former employer to say, yeah, okay, I went to the NASSCORP app, I saw that, I checked my payment records, and I saw that in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, remittances were not done on my behalf. So because of that, I'm coming now to take you to court because you robbed me. And then the employer tells me, no, Adolphus, we pay. Apparently, NASSCORP still uploading. I said, no. NASSCORP told me that it had already been certified. So for that reason, I'm using NASSCORP now as a reliance. And if we went to court and default in the process of the information I provided and for NASSCORP was not authenticated, it would be a problem. So I would want to conclude on this note that NASSCORP could give us, maybe they can tell us, okay, we'll give it this time to upload all of those records. That at least we can use tomorrow now as our reliance to move out to former employer. Thank you.
Okay, gentlemen. Sir? Okay. As you can see, this is a work in progress. 99% of it is uploaded. If it is not there, 9 times out of 10, we do not have it. 9 times out of 10. Before you go stumping up to your employer, which you should do, you can come into the office, verify for sure that, yes, we have uploaded everything that we do have. It is a common practice from a lot of employers to deduct from employees and not remit to NASSCORP. This is one of the purposes to give you that information now before it's time for you to retire, and then you realize that no, they were just cutting your money and not giving it to us. So now that you have that information, make sure you come to NASSCORP to verify. And at that point, we will give you your full verification, and then you can start. Okay? Yes.
You can just please wait. Someone will reach you, please. Yes. Good afternoon.
My name is Mohammed Buhari, and I live in and he says not 100% yet. However, it's 99%. So I'm going to pick as an employee and an employer. So when I worked for my first entity, I was responsible for payroll. And now I'm looking at my own contribution. I see it has only from 2013 to 2017. Because I was responsible for payroll. I was ensuring that all of those contributions were taken to the NASSCORP office. But I don't see it here, so there's...
Ms. Cooper, like I said, what you did, we are still up. This is the first day launching. If you don't see it, it gives you the information to now come to NASSCORP so that it's okay. Whatever you don't see and you believe it should be there, you can come into NASSCORP to have it corrected.
Yes, please.
Please, let's all speak one at a time, please. Otherwise, we will not get the benefit of the question. There's a gentleman over there, but there's a lady here first.
Okay, thank you. My name is Anita Sinkor from the National Bureau of Conventions. So, 2 things. One, I would like to know as to whether NASSCORP receives remittance from contractors, for example, the House of Representatives. There are 2 kinds of staff, the personal staff and the civil servants. The personal staff have contract with the government for 6 years. And most times they don't get the SS number. So I would like to know as to whether these staff remittance are deposited within NASSCORP's account. And secondly, you talked about 2 features of the NASSCORP app. One has to do with the portal, which is used by employers. but we did not see the demonstration of it. Thank you.
All right. Yes. All contributions are made by employers. We will not know exactly who is on the contractors or not. It is your employer that deducts your money and contributes to us. Everybody working with government of Liberia, your deductions come and it's paid through the Ministry of Finance. So in order to look at you as a person, we would have to go through the payroll to find you as that. If you do not have the social security number, that is something you need to do. But it has to come from your employer. Nevertheless, you have the right as an employee, as a person, to come in by yourself and get that corrected. And for the employers, the app will be shown.
Hello.
Yes.
I logged into the portal and I realized that I work with the NPC. But I only see contribution from the C, which I'm currently working with. I didn't see contributions that have been made. Hello. I work with company A, B, and C in the past years. When I log on the portal, I realize that I only see when there's summary, I see entities one. I did not see the past, the previous entities are working. So, and then I did not see the contribution that was made for those entities, from my behalf. And then in those entities I work in the finance department, I was responsible for doing the payment to NASSCORP. But I'm not seeing none of it in the summary. So how can I see it?
I'm sorry. Because of the disturbance, I didn't get your information. I didn't get your information. There's on the app, you will see all your employers that you work with. All the employers you work with will be there. Your social security number is there. Well, yeah, you know, sometimes people open and change their social security number. I don't know how. That would be a problem. Yeah? But do you see it?
So actually, he got one there.
He got one.
Yeah.
So the other issue is maybe you are not late. So you see, what this does is gives you information. Now you come in and let's verify. Okay.
My name is Scarlett Williamson of Gula from the Ministry of Mines and Energy. My question is, will we be able to fill in the CIs or C1 form we can fill for the retirees online? If we do that, will the portal also be able to track payments from after the form is filled in up to the time the retiree receive their money from the bank? That is, if we have already submitted the information, will the retiree able to go online and track their payment up to the time that it reaches the bank to pay them? Because most of the time, the employee we are receiving, we get calls from our retirees asking us that they have not received their benefits, they have not received their payment. We have to go to CSA or we have to go to NASSCORP to follow up on the payment. Will we be able to do that online? That's my question.
Okay, so another component to your question, please. Another component of the app, the mobile app, which is my NASSCORP Island, will be for beneficiaries. So that has not been implemented, but that was discussed, and that will be the next thing that we will do. That is, once your payment as a beneficiary hits your account, leaves NASSCORP, we will notify you by SMS to tell you that your payment has left NASSCORP and is now on the way to the bank. So that is something that will be implemented next.
But is that your real question? Is that the question you're asking?
The first question I'm asking is whether the CI form can fill it in online.
The C1, no, you won't want the C1 online.
Yes, that was my question as to whether the beneficiary can use the online portal to follow up their payments.
Not yet, no. The only time you get it is when it has left NASSCORP going to the bank. All benefit payments are paid by or on the 15th of each month.
I'm talking about if you are in the process of being retired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me get to that. And do you do, what is the process you use when you're about to retire your employee?
Okay, so we fill in the C1 form for the...
And at what point do you inform NASSCORP?
When the form reaches NASSCORP...
At what point do you do it? When the employee is retiring?
I was what you CSA.
How, when, what time do you give us to do this? At the point of retirement. Let's just say you are retiring today. When do you get the information to NASSCORP?
When do we get it?
Yeah. You are retiring December 31st. When do you give me that information?
So the form is being submitted to CSA.
Exactly. When do you give it to CSA?
When the employee fill in the form.
No, how many months before? That's the question.
How many before the retirement reach? Before the retirement reach.
Okay. Let me plan this. What you're supposed to do, we should have this information. When you're about to retire your staff, we should have at least 3 months notice. And for government people, you go through the CSA. So if you're retiring people December 31st, we should have it by October. So that when the pensioner gets his last paycheck in December, January, he should be able to have his money. But if you give it to us in December, he won't get his money in December. Is that clear? Minimum 3 months that we should have it. You will know, I'm sure at the beginning of the year, you should have decided this year we're retiring these people. So you give them 6 months notice, you start the process, give CSA 3 months, because you already know at the end of the month you're retiring them. So then you give them enough time so that by October they have gotten to NASSCORP. The purpose is the beneficiary should not miss 1 month of income. But you have to give them enough time. But what has been the norm from all your government is they will do it after the person has retired. And after retirement, then they send it in March of the next period. By that time, the person has missed 3 months of payment, and then they expect us to have paid January.
Okay, thank you.
So that will not happen.
Thank you, sir. But my question was, at the time you receive the form,
Yeah.
will you be able to follow up with you online until the person gets it? So whether
And we
you
said no, though.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Yeah, not yet, at least.
Yes, please.
Yes, sir. Oh, where? Yeah. Yes, please.
My name is Young. I'm from the LBDI. My question has to do with the submission of payrolls to the NASSCORP. Prior to you initiating sending payrolls electronically to NASSCORP, there used to be a manual process. From what I've gathered from you, that this manual process have been uploaded to this platform. So if, for instance, if I wanted to know that I made contributions, say, for 1985 or for 1988 to date, I can find that information on the app. Is that possible? Is that what it is?
10 years. We're going back 10 years.
You go back 10 years.
Yes, you further things you will come into the office.
My second question is, this
I know, go back 10 years, you will see where you have balance going forward. So what your concern should be the amount of contributions you have made. You understand what I'm saying? And you will see that figure. And if you divide it by 12, you will know how many years back. So you cannot put everything on the app, but we'll give you 10 years information on the app.
So that 10 years
will be a balance going forward.
So that 10 years, for instance, we are in 2026, that would be 2016.
Yeah.
So if I went back 2016,
then you would
I'll go back in
balance going forward. Okay. Ask all 2000.
Thank you. Then secondly, the app, I noticed that if you reach a certain age limit and you are still working, and you input your social security number into the platform, it does not give you a positive
But
feedback.
you're not supposed to be working according to that. Okay, let's do this. All employers. Some people are still going on this old act of tenure. That has been ended. You all don't believe it, but it has. You cannot retire people anymore based on the 25 years. You must keep them till 60 years where they automatically transition to NASSCORP because you're paying the NASSCORP. Look at, and the reason being, imagine somebody working with you, started at 18, 25 years, they what, 30-something, 40, or something, whatever. And you retire them, where's the income? They can't get any money from NASSCORP until at least 60, so what do they do? And so in the wisdom of the law, you maintain them. The law says, if you are not a member of the NASSCORP family, however, every working person is. You have people like, it used to be under 5, if you only had 5 employees, then you didn't have to register. The law was changed in 2017, that if you have 1, you must be on NASSCORP. And so now, that whole thing is abolished. So whatever anybody else is doing is illegal. And that's when you will have lawsuits. Because you're not supposed to retire anybody. That thing is over, and you must keep them till 60 so that they just transition to NASSCORP, where they have been paying their pension. We're having things with people, retiring people from on this 25. I didn't even realize people are still doing that. And now they want their pension, but they will never get their pension until at least 60. And or up till 65, if you're still working up to 65. At the age of 65, you immediately cease deducting Social Security from your employees. If you have any employees that are 65 years old, you may continue them working, but you have to stop taking contributions from them. And immediately at 65, they can request their pension. So they can be receiving their pension even while they're working after 65. But you cannot continue to deduct money from them at age 65. Is that clearly understood? Yes, ma'am.
My name is Willie C. Carroll, and my question has to do with
Where are you?
does the act bill to see the person work with company A and then also with company B? Is it bill to capture those two?
You mean simultaneously?
Yes.
See, you have the Social Security number says one single. So all that will do is increase your income.
I've seen that when I've seen an institution, to say I'm working with the University of Liberia full-time, I'm also working elsewhere full-time. It happens. No, it happens. Hello. It's a reality. The University of Liberia itself. I'm speaking of reality, please. I know most of you don't know.
So, in my understanding, you work full-time and 8 to 5. I don't understand how you can work 8 to 5 two business at the same time.
So for the University of Liberia, you accept it, right? You can work elsewhere, and then also they accept you as full-time employee. So
whatever the case, you're supposed to pay whatever the case, both as long as you're putting your income, it will be paid. And it will be reflected as the University of Liberia, let's say they pay you $1,000 a month, and wherever else you work is paying you another $1,000. For the month of July, your income will be $2,000.
Thank you.
I'm Rita Abraham. So from the app, I realized
the contributions and interest.
Yes.
However, probably a company you have worked for years never remitted to NASSCORP. What happens to them? Are they just paying the amount they would or add interest?
That's a penalty, a 4% penalty. Against it. There's a gentleman here, he's been waiting. Yes, please.
I'm Howard Jackson from Alliance Prestige Motor. Solar Security had the first ID card carrying 6 digits and later transferred to the 9 digits. My question is, they said the payment from the 6 digit will be captured on the 9 digit
yes.
ID card?
Yes. But in your case, we'll leave that story.
Good afternoon. First, let me say thanks to the NASSCORP panel, especially to the DG, Mr. Dewey Bambomu. You know, we have come to get an eye-opener. Sure. And I must say thank you to NASSCORP. My question has to do with, I'm from the National Bureau of Construction. I'm the Assistant Director General for Administration. I have worked with the Federal Ministry for several years. If for any good reason there was some deduction made for remittance to the NASSCORP, I would want to know what are the percentage that's involved, so that when I get there in 7 years that I worked for, and if I was making 1,000 and there was a deduction and remittance is being made, and there was maybe for ND4 to say, oh, this money that's already been getting to my account in NASSCORP, it is not there. I want to know what will be the percentage. Thank you.
I'm not quite sure I understand your question.
Yeah, the percentage.
What you are supposed to pay?
What I will be getting. What I will be getting in terms of percentage when the deduction is made and my whatsoever benefit is being remitted to the NASSCORP.
On the app, it tells you if you retire today.
Yeah.
It shows you what you will get and at what percentage.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm sure most of you are not familiar. To be vetted for NASSCORP, you must make 100 if you are born before, before 1980. You need to make 100 monthly contributions minimum to be vetted. That's 8 years, 4 months of payments. And at that point, you get 25% of your best 5 years in your working life.
Okay.
Every other 10 months that you work, you add another percentage. You can go as high as 40% of your best salary in the best 5 years of your working history. You got that?
Yeah. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Doctor. I am Katiati from Sarah Maris. My question has to do with if an employee does not reach the age of 60 and will retire based on injuries, because I heard you saying that you cannot take a benefit if you are not. You cannot take your pension benefit if you are not 60. So I want to know.
We have many different types of benefits. You got the invalidity pension, that kind of thing, if you got injured on the job. There are requirements for that. You must have made minimum 50 monthly payments to qualify for it. Should you get hurt on the job and you cannot work anymore, your employer retires you, and it's called an invalidity pension. Then you will have to come to our medical board, we certify and it's cleared by that. But so for those situations, it's different. It's a retirement pension that you cannot get until minimum 60. But you have different types of pensions.
Thank you. Let me say thank you to NASSCORP for this initiative. My name is Bravo M. Tukle, and I represent NPW Limited. My concern is drawn to contribution summary as seen in the app. And I work in the HR and admin department, and our department is responsible for payroll and contributions to NASSCORP. Now we are doing this contribution monthly, and besides, every year, the beginning of every year, NASSCORP sent a team of inspectors to come and do an assessment. Now that assessment is done to reconcile both the employer's contribution and that of the employee to NASSCORP. Now, seeing this app that is also used to check employees' contribution, and my contribution here, I've logged in as an employee, it shows that I've only made full contribution. So I would suggest, like the previous speakers have said, that the IT team go review the records and try to update the system. Thank you.
Well, I hardly think that is the situation. You may suggest that it has not been taken. That is the first one.
No.
Usually, but you bring the admin person, that's the check actually comes to us. Okay. What you want to do, sir, what you want to do, if you have that situation, each person's situation is different, come into NASSCORP, and then let's find out why you need more contribution for your children. Okay.
So, thank you. Like I said previously, NASSCORP will send us a notification every year. A team of inspectors will come and reconcile the records along with the entity.
I agree.
So how come are these records that have been reconciled not reflecting on the app? And
I'm saying to you, come into NASSCORP and we will address your question.
Thank you.
Yes, any other questions?
Alright, so when I was small, people used to say I don't have red shoes to go to court, but I think a lot of people going to go to court. My question comes from the background of people who work with previous entities. Their NASSCORP payment are not reflected. But I want to know.
Okay, ma'am, don't say that. It is not true. People who are, if some people you can look at, there are 5 entities instead. It has to be linked. So if you have an issue, then come. But what is your question? What is your question?
Thank you very much. So my question now is, in the event where you've done all of the verification, you went to NASSCORP, and the entity provides documentation to show that they've been paying, but it's not reflected. What is that redress mechanism? That's what I want to know.
Please bring it in to NASSCORP and let's address it.
All right, my name is Amos. I work for Woodcrest. My name is Amos and I work for Woodcrest. So I have 2 questions quickly. Hello. I have 2 questions quickly. I understand that NASSCORP policy says you have to be 60 before you claim your benefits or start claiming. What if I work and started paying contribution at age 40? What happens to the time worked for? That's 1. 2, does NASSCORP contribution apply to experts? I want to know. Thank you.
Well, you said we started paying from age 40. But like I said, the 100 months is minimum of 25%. Every other 10 months you add 1 more %. And so you can go as high as 40% of your salary. And yes, NASSCORP contribution extends to expense.
Thank you.
Every working person in the Republic of Nigeria has to pay.
Okay, so my name is Lisa JC Page. On the app, you see my name is Lisa JS Page. How can I rectify that?
Please come into NASSCORP. Okay. But wait a minute. Right there, the registration, so you go right back there right now and change it. Okay, you can go there right now. You go to the palace. Change it. And let me tell you this. Whatever we have there is what you give us. We didn't create it. You give us that information. For some of the people that are talking that they don't pay some of their payments, you have people that pay without payroll. If you don't give us payroll, we'll just put you in escrow. You understand what I'm saying? In order for us to give you information, we must have the information. You do have people, so the lady, what's the lady? What the lady that was saying something? Yeah, you said if, let's say you get to your office and they show you that they paid, you should be asking, did you give the payrolls? Because what we will have, it will be on the employer's quota that they paid that money. But this is why we emphasize you must give us payroll, because when you do pay the money, who is it for? If you do not give it to us, we cannot give it back to you. So all the information you have is from our records that we have. So if you have others, then bring it in and then we can address it. Does that answer you? Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, Gigi. And I want to say a big thank you and you are in the room. Since 2008, when the 9G came into place at the City Hall Conference, there was a commitment that you made. There will come a time that will be able to access our account. So I say thank you. And my question with this app, will we still be required, will still be required to submit the C1 form? Or will we submit the names now? Right now, what we do when we submit the C1 form, whether 10, 15 years, we put the monthly salary for the years and send it to the regional offices. So now with this app, are we going to just submit names of people that are retired? Or we still got to submit the names along with the wage records and wage contribution?
What is the normal process you do for retirement?
For us, I'm not in. Like this April, we retired. So January, we'll go to the regional office, giving it the names and the names of the previous employers.
You say you retired in this April?
Yes.
So next January you go?
No, January this year.
Okay. We went this January?
Yeah, informed the regional office.
Okay.
So the regional office came and did the education,
right,
and then pick up the files.
Okay.
So the files in process.
Right.
But now with this app, people are looking at the app and saying contributions. Somebody has seen it. So that C1 form will put in the various earnings over the period. So now I'm asking my question now, with this app, are we just going to inform the regional officers now, or we're still going to submit the C1
But you
form?
see, you put that, the C1 form, we put the earnings, but if we already have the records, because even when you bring the C1 form, we have copies of your payroll.
Yeah.
So we verify it there.
Yeah.
So whatever you put there, we will verify with what we have. The C1 form, that information becomes necessary for those who did not send payrolls. And that's when things are delayed. People, a lot of people in the past have not, they've just paid, and you won't send the payroll. Now that becomes a problem. Let's say Maui is retiring and she comes in, if she's working at an entity that didn't send payroll, but they pay. So we see that what company XYZ paid, but we don't have a listing of who were the employees. You understand what I'm saying? But if you're sending the payrolls, we have all that information. So when you send us the name, this person is retiring, we have the information.
Yeah, but the question is, are we going to fill in that C1 form?
Yes, yes.
Thank you very much. My name is Alberto D. Cummins, and I'm from the Liberia National Red Cross Society. I thought to understand from the director, he said that some contributions are not captured because some employers do not submit payroll. I want to know clearly, how is that possible? Because I know before we do remittance for our employees, we have to attach the payroll again. Has there been any change in the system or the process? I thought to understand that. Thank you very much.
No, you happen to be doing it correctly, but others don't. You understand what I'm saying? You doing it correctly. You got people that pay online. They just do a direct payment online. I hear you ask a question, but you're not listening to my answer. I'm saying you are doing it correctly, but not everybody does that. Yes, please, say what you're saying.
Again, thank you, Mr. Director. If I am doing it correctly, I still want to understand, because even on the portal from my profile, I see that I know, but I handle employees' record at my office. I am the head of Human Resource and Administration, responsible for payroll and remittance. I'm seeing on my own records. I started paying my contribution from 2024. Now I am 2014, rather. Now I am seeing my summary being captured for only 2018 with 8 months. I'm going to understand. Thank you.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Can you please come into NASSCORP? As you all know, when everybody does the math, it's never 100% at the time. If you think you can do it, that is 100% you're not going to do it. If you have issues, I'm giving you solutions. You don't see your thing, come to NASSCORP. But what this is doing is giving you that information now, so you know to correct it now. That's all it's doing. Now you have it, if we correct it, and I'm not sure what you are looking at, but if it's not there, let's see why it's not there, okay?
All right. I'm checking to your
Any other questions?
Yes, I'm Shelley Tillon from the radio station. My question is to Lillian cannot be right. How can she use the app that is fully in English? And secondly, how can visually impaired person use this app?
Well, unfortunately, we're not able to capture every situation. We're not able to capture every situation. So she'll probably have to get some assistance.
Yes. I went through the payroll. The payroll is submitted to NASSCORP for 50 staff or 100 staff. How possible is it that only 10 staff will be captured and the remaining staff are not captured? That is my situation.
Have you seen us? Are you on the employer portal?
Yes.
How did you get on your profile and everything?
Okay. We submit, I work in the finance department. We submit the payroll to NASSCORP. And we submit the payroll to NASSCORP. And when we requested a statement, the HR submitted a statement from NASSCORP, we realized that there was some staff, for this year there was some staff that received statement from NASSCORP, and there was some staff that did not receive statement from NASSCORP at all. And I realized from the portal, from the app now, that I only received remittance from NASSCORP for the month of January and March, and others received February, March, April, May. And others received for January and May. So what becomes of those that remittance are not reflecting on NASSCORP?
Again, excuse me, sir. Again, this gives you the information that there's something wrong with your things. Come to the office, let's correct it. Yes, everybody will come there. It's not to come and wait till you get pension and then you don't get a pension. That's your option.
Not be captured. When you submit a payroll, it does not mean that everything on the payroll is correct. You have to listen to this. It's very important because I keep hearing we submit payroll, we submit payroll, we submit payroll. When you submit a payroll and you have individuals on that payroll who don't have a social security number, that individual will not be captured in our system. The system captures only those with social security number. So when you submit a payroll and you have some people in the system, some workers who work for you who have a social security number, and you have another bunch of workers who do not have social security number, then you will have a situation where you will have the same company having people who have low contribution and others don't have, because you do not have a social security number. If you do not have a social security number, we cannot profile you, and therefore we cannot create record for you. The Director General did say here that you have, in that situation, you will have to go through the procedure, register, and then we can profile you and then update the record and bring you up to speed or up to date. But if you're not registered, let me give you an example. If you get a paid check and you went to Echo Bank and you make a deposit with our bank card or bank number, can the bank account for your money? No. Can the bank account for the money? No. But that's when you're doing the Social Security. You're making deposits and you don't have your profile. You don't have your name, you don't have a Social Security number. Social Security is like a bank. Everybody is supposed to have a Social Security number. Monies related to Social Security are credited against that number. So if you have individuals who make deposits with NASSCORP and they do not have a Social Security number, then that individual has a problem. With our banking system, they may not be the trace of money, but with Social Security, like the Director General says, if you walk into our office, we can verify, because then we can do hard copy verifications. And then we can find you on the payroll, create Social Security number for you, and update your record. That is why most or some of you here do have, you work for 10 years, but then you see 5 years contribution. Maybe the previous 5 years, you didn't have a Social Security number. Maybe the previous 5 years, you didn't have a Social Security number. So Social Security pays you up at the point you become full market registered and you have a Social Security number.
Bottom line, come in.
That's why the Director General keeps saying, come in. When you come in, we can listen and see the problem. But clearly, most of you have an issue because you didn't register when you started working. So we picked you up when you when you registered, then the system picks you up. It's not a big issue, it can be corrected. But you have to come to them and correct it. Thank you.
Thank you. So just want to what you just said, I'm caught up for the Ministry of Gender. So me and most of my staff, we have not received our ID card, neither our numbers. We take the form, and then when you send people on the field, you have told us to send the form at CSA. Only to find out that up to now CSA have not sent it yet to you all. And we have been paying our taxes. So what become of us?
So that seems to be people in the bell.
Yeah, are you guys capturing us in your database? We don't have NASSCORP.
I didn't get that part the last time.
How are you guys capturing us in your system? Because we don't have a NASSCORP ID card, we don't have a Social Security number yet. Since we submitted the form with our passports and photos, how are you capturing us?
So I will respond to your question this way. You probably have heard some people complaining about Social Security delay in processing their claim. You have heard that, right? And others got complaints. You know why? If you do the right things, you follow the system, the procedure, the processes, it's easy. We have a hybrid system, two record systems. If you register with the, like we demonstrated here, with the click of the button and entering your Social Security number, we can see everything we want to see about you. Your contribution, your bio data, and everything. And so we can just click and process. But if you work for 20 years and you register in your 15th years, for 15 years he didn't register, then it means that those 15 years for us to update you, we have to go through manual systems, verifying payroll by payroll, payroll by payroll to verify for those 15 years, and that takes time.
No, but that's not what she's asking. That's not what she's asking. She's saying you've already paid. You sent your C1 forms in. You don't. You have to see.
CSA.
Why CSA? Why?
Because when NASSCORP people went around, they told us when we do the form, we filled it up and sent the picture attached to the CSA. CSA will be put in at NASSCORP. So we sent it to CSA.
Yeah, you probably CSA. Yeah, you probably
Okay. All right. So just a minute. So therefore you work for government.
Yes.
So you work for government.
Yes.
So CSA is your employer. So yes, so it goes to your employer to give to us. And you're saying they haven't given it to us as yet. But if they haven't given it to us as yet, then that must. Just a minute. If they haven't given it to us, so then we can ask, give you your number and this. But the monies are paid by the Ministry of Finance. The payrolls are there. Your name's there. They were just delayed. When we finally get this thing from CSA and we put you in the system, you see all the money there. You know? We're keeping it.
What you said it was start for the time you work in the system. So what people about my one start, they're paying.
No, I didn't say that.
Wait. Just a minute.
What you said, just
Just a minute. I just said, when we put you in, all the payrolls from GOL. If you want it, say, well, I'm doing. Once we get your number, if you pay 2 arrears, that number will collect 2 arrears. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
But it won't show until we get it. I don't understand why CSA has kept it there. How long has this been?
We said it since March.
I don't understand why. That you have to deal with CSA.
Yeah, that's me out of the
Yes, sir. Yes. I want to add this question. My name is Mr. Gay. I am from an entity. I don't want to call that. We know that we make our contribution. We are expected to pay certain amount, which is certain percentage, and the institution pays for another one. But then we realize that we want to retire our people. They are all right for retirement. But eventually when we send their names, they will say, you are not paying anything. I mean, you are owing X amount of money. And then, as far as we are concerned, we've been making our contribution. Some has reached 80 something, 75, 60, and above. And then when we send them to NASSCORP, they say we are owing. So what effort are you making to the government that these monies should be collected and our people be transitioned? What effort are you making? Because this is a level of embarrassment to us.
You say you come from where? But I don't know how to answer your question.
You know,
I thought you said you work with the government.
Yeah, of course.
Did you say government?
Yes.
Oh, and your question is what? Mind you, you have two pensions. NASSCORP pension is totally different from the government of Liberia free pension. That has also been abolished. However, NASSCORP administers those who are already on it, and we pay that. We only pay when GOL pays, not from NASSCORP's money, from Governor Liberia's money. So I can't imagine anybody that's 80 years old that's still on NASSCORP pension is not getting paid. That doesn't make sense.
Thank you, sir. Next question. Yes, sir. My name here.
is Amos Liwo from the Talent Education Secretariat. We are faced with a situation. Why is it that the office on 15th Street will not inform the retirees that they are eligible to receive pension benefits, or will instead give the funds back to the retirees, go back to the office and complain? But then when I call, why are you people not informing the retirees that they are eligible to receiving their pension benefit after they have made 100 contributions?
So that's not when you are eligible. I mean, you are eligible, but it's not time.
Yes, but then yet and still, they will return the forms to the retiree to take back to the secretariat.
Before you receive your pension, whoever your employer must inform us that you have retired.
Yes, that process will be completed, and then
why would the people on 50th Street tell you you are retired? We don't know that.
The people on 15th Street, yeah, will inform us that the employee or that the retiree is eligible to receiving the pension benefit, but they will not pass that information to the retiree that they are eligible to receive the pension benefit.
Who is us? Who is us? You should inform us.
That is the County Education Secretariat is informed by the workers.
You understand evil?
Yeah.
But you're very aware. We deal with it, we inform you. But what if you have the people who say, I'm sure you over 60, you haven't retired. Right? So we cannot tell you where you're retiring.
But that's not the point.
That is the point.
I am processing those that are retired from the County Education Secretariat and are supposed to receive their pension benefit from NASSCORP.
Agreed.
And so
you have informed us that ABC person has reached retirement age and they have retired from active employment?
Yes.
You've informed us?
Yes.
And then what's the problem?
And then and at the stage where they are to be informed that you are receiving, you are eligible to receive your pension or your pension benefit, they will not be told. And then the files of the retiree will be returned to the secretariat. And the employees
Please answer that. I don't think that's correct information, but please answer that.
That's true.
I can imagine how that's not true.
Yeah, actually, sir, I'm kind of confused as to what is it that you want from the question that you are posing. But the procedure is simple. If you have your staff that have reached the age of retirement, being 60 and above, there are conditions. So they will be 60, you must retire then, and they must have made the minimum 100 months or 144 months. If they met those three requirements, you do a communication as an employer to NASSCORP, and we receive that on 15th Street. We process and forward to 24 for payment. And when it's signed, you will get a call from an office, one of the offices, out of the King's or the accounts office, that your payment is ready or it's at the bank, and your staff will go there. So anything outside of that, I'm not very sure that's the point you want to make, but that's how it works.
No, what I'm telling you is that, and probably or the information may not go to the people on 15th Street. The process, we will introduce the retiree. I filled in the C1 form, and these documents are submitted to 15th Street office. Okay, after they have done verification, to tell the retiree, yes, you are eligible to receive your pension benefit, they will not inform the retiree, but instead, they will give the documents back to the retiree to carry back to the Education Secretariat.
No, I'm not aware of such process.
Sir, if you got one case, please bring it out. Just one case of that kind of thing.
I can need 4 questions.
Bring it to my office in particular situation, okay? Not just name.
Okay.
Bring it to me.
Okay.
All right.
Go to the office.
That's complicated. We cannot tell you will qualify for pension and then we give you back the file.
Yeah.
Something is confusing.
Any other questions?
Any other questions?
if a file is returned, right, to the employer, it means that there is some information in the file, or there is some information in the file that needs to be addressed. So for example, if you say the C1 form, the information there is incomplete, we'll return the file for you to complete, because we are not supposed to hold the incomplete file. Otherwise, if the file is correct, there will be no reason why we'll return the file to the employer without telling them exactly what will be the next steps.
You know, their failure to tell the retiree that you are eligible to receive your pension. And if you come and say, these people did not tell us that we have made for the future.
Okay, so please produce those names that we have to the Director General's office on Monday.
Thank you. Is there any more questions or concerns?
But you can make it yourself.
Hello. All right. This entire process is all about education. As you learn this today, you got to serve as an ambassador to your various employers, because we believe that there are employees here as well as employers. So as you go home or back to your various offices, try to educate your people on this process. This is a long journey that we all have to implement to make our country better. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Giddings. And thank you, everybody. This has been a real learning experience for both the employers and
No more questions?
Any last question? Any last question or any more concern that needs to be addressed? Sir.
Mine is not a question. I think from our experience here, NASSCORP should use the airway to educate people. This would be very good. As I've gone through the app, I realized that there's a lot for us to learn from. But we can learn all here today. It would be good to engage all of us on the airway, other media platforms.
But like I said earlier, sir, we're going to try to do a wide range of sensitization. Okay.
Thank you very much, and thank you everybody. This has been a very good interactive exercise. I'm sure you learned a lot from NASSCORP today. And we ourselves did learn lots of things from you. You did make some good recommendations. We're taking that into consideration. And it's been a win-win situation for both you and us. We will take few short remarks. So we ask that we have a volunteer from first, the employees are here. A volunteer to make a remark. Short remark. Anybody make a...
As an employee?
As an employee.
Come on. Be more explain.
So I like the way you describe the remark to be brief and short remark.
On behalf of the employees.
Yeah, on behalf of the employees. My name is Adolphus BTA, and I want to thank the NASSCORP family for this venture. It is a process in learning, and what we saw here today is some eye openers. We pray that we don't reach the litigation part of it, but it is a thing that we are moving forward now. I want us to please put our hands together for the NASSCORP family. So we say thank you, the team at NASSCORP, and please open your doors, because what has been demonstrated, I get a brief one, but beginning Monday, the teacher just said, I want to see you, when we get I'm going to go to your office, but I go to your office. Because when you went there, they will say the DJ is busy, but the RT team, should get ready for us, because we will be there. Thank you very much, and we appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much as well. Next, we will take a very brief remark from a representative of employees present. A representative from the employers.
So on behalf of all the employees present, I want to congratulate.
Where are you from?
I'm from the Central Bank of Nigeria. So on behalf of all employers here present, I want to extend our thanks and appreciation to the NASSCORP team for this venture. This is good, and at least some of the questions that we as employees do get will be answered. Just one request from NASSCORP: if the team can come to offices, when we request that you come and watch this at our office, that will be good for all of us. So thank you.
Thank you very much, employer representative. We now have a remark from the government. Is there any representative here from the Civil Service Agency? Is there any representative here from the Civil Service Agency? Thank you.
Okay.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I haven't taken remarks from the employees and employers. We will now have a remark from the chairman of the board of directors of NASSCORP. I'm pleased to invite to the podium Honorable Captain.
Thank you so much for your participation. And I have to bring here some things that I have written, but I think I will just cut it short because the exchange that has gone between you and management, I think is quite enough for you, and I don't think we should try to disturb the balance that has already been established. So I will just say all protocol observed, and I will just move to the point where I want you to know what the board will be looking forward in the years coming, and I think that should be quite enough for us today. Let me see if I can find my second item. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm quite sure that we have some officials here from the government, so let me say first, officials of government, ladies and gentlemen. As chairman of the board, I wish to reaffirm an unwavering commitment to 3 strategic priorities that will guide the future of this great institution. First, expansion. The board will continue working closely with management, the government, of course, employers and other stakeholders to broaden social security coverage so that every eligible Liberian worker has the opportunity to benefit from this vital national program. Secondly, modernization. That is the board. We remain committed to investing in technology. Let me just add the management because the board cannot get involved in all those things. We remain committed to investing in technology, innovation, digital transformation, and service excellence to ensure that NASSCORP delivers efficient, transparent, and world-class services that meet the evolving needs of our members. I think the launching today is clearly a portion of what we intend doing. And I want you all to know that the board has been working closely with management to ensure that we come up with this process that will try to provide information that employees have been coming to the institution, and it has created some ideas to the extent that people are blaming the employers and the employees, and others are blaming the institution. We have cleared this up, and I think this launching today can do just that. And so I wanted to ensure that the board, in particular, has been working closely with management to have this issue resolved. And from most of what has been discussed, I can see there are several issues that you would like to be clarified. And I think we should just abide by what management has said. Some of the problems may have come from the employers, the employees, and we admit some may have come from NASSCORP also. But we have to jointly try to resolve this problem. So if you have a problem, we're not saying that the problem cannot be resolved. Come to the institution, and I'm quite sure the problem will be resolved. Thirdly is the issue of stewardship. We recognize that the Social Security Fund belongs to the contributors and beneficiaries of Liberia. That's your money. We therefore pledge to safeguard the resources with the highest standards of integrity, accountability, prudent financial management, and responsible investment so that future generations will continue to benefit from the sacrifices and contributions that are being made. So, ladies and gentlemen, this anniversary also provides us with an opportunity to express our heartfelt gratitude. We pay tribute to the visionary founders, those who foresight came to the establishment of this remarkable institution. We also want to extend our appreciation to the government, the current government, for its continued support and commitment to strengthening social protection. We salute also every employer who faithfully fulfills the responsibility of contributing on behalf of the employees. We commend every worker whose contribution continue to sustain this national program. Excuse me. To our Director General, the DJ, members of management, and all of those who have been working with this behind this launching today, and the dedicated staff of NASSCORP, we extend our sincere appreciation for your professionalism, reliance, and unwavering commitment in excellence. We extend in our appreciation to you. And to our pensioners and beneficiaries, allow me to say this. You are the very reason this institution exists. Your years of service build our nation, and your welfare remains our highest priority. As we commemorate this 51st anniversary, let us renew our collective commitment to building a Liberia where no citizen grows old without dignity, where every worker enjoys meaningful social protection, and where every social security continues to serve as a foundation for social justice, national unity, and sustainable development. The story of NASSCORP's first 51 year is one of resilience, progress, and service. The story of the next 51 years begin today. Let us write that story together with vision, with innovation, with integrity, and unwavering dedication to the people of Liberia. Happy 51st anniversary to the National Social Security and Welfare Corporation. Long live the workers of Liberia. Long live NASSCORP, and may God continue to bless this Republic of Liberia. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it is often said that we part to meet and we meet to part. And so as we draw down this curtain, as we close this program, we'd like to thank all of you for honoring our invitation and for being here. And most importantly, for actively participating during the interactive session of this forum. We deeply appreciate your comments, your concerns, and your presence. Thanks for coming.
Okay, thank you, everyone. We once again would like to say a very big thank you to interacting with our system. Our doors are open at NASSCORP. We will still work hard. We will still have secret that if that cause you to be happy. So we will still improve on this journey. Let us do it together, okay? For the betterment of our country. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gatan. So as you leave, we admonish you to please take with you the message to your fellow employees. Please educate them about the existence of this app, its usage and its benefits. For it is only then that the app itself is important. It was developed with you and then in mind. So this information is not really intended for you, but for your employees as well. So please share the good news with your fellow workers. Thank you. We'll now take benediction by Garrison Daly. But before as he comes up, we do have lunch, and we'll be very grateful if you can all share with us with the lunch. The lunch is going to be the same room we had the breakfast this morning. So please don't leave. We have lunch. Thank you.
Shall we all stand for our closing? Shall we pray? And so, Heavenly Father, we thank you for a successful launch of the NASSCORP app and for guiding this project to triumphant completion. As we close this program, dear God, we ask for your continued blessing upon this digital platform. May it truly serve, protect, and empower the citizens and beneficiaries who rely on our services. Bless the hands that built it, the team that will maintain it, and everyone who will use it. As we depart, bring us safe travel and renewed inspiration of dear God to continue serving with excellence. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the blessed Holy Spirit.